Everybody wants to win with money, but most people are playing the wrong game. Today, we're hitting the streets to find out, what do people really know about personal finance? What's something you wish you learned about money earlier?
And this is a privilege. Like, my parents did a good job of trying to teach me financial literacy from a young age. So I think it would have been maybe a little bit more self-discipline.
Invest early. It goes a long way and will be very helpful later in life.
I think I wish I had learned from a younger age that there's like this big emotional component to money. It's not only like saving but like you have an emotional relationship with money. It impacts your relationships. If you have a partner, it impacts how you get along with that partner.
Only spend on what you need. There's just a lot of things out there that you do need, a lot of things that you don't need. You got to put your priorities straight. Me personally, I'm not good at that, but I'm getting better.
Psychological aspect of the restriction of money, right? Like, there's a restriction and then you act differently when you know there's a restriction with money.
If your paycheck disappeared for 2 months, what would you do?
I would grind, man. I would sell whatever I can. I used to sell clothes and shoes back in the day, so I would find something and try to resell it. You know, it's the entrepreneur mindset. You gotta try to just flip something. So wherever I can make the quickest dollar, that's what I'm gonna do. If I gotta buy water and resell water, that's what I'm gonna do. So a lot of people I've seen on YouTube, you know, they start with a penny and they try to get to $100, $1,000, something like that. So something in that aspect, you know, you just gotta try to find something that has value to people and then sell it.
I'd move in with my parents. I have no shame about that. I love them.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
Right now, that would be very hard because I am expecting my first baby.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, so my husband and I would have to figure some things out to be very frugal, such as finding a new job immediately.
I've done that before. He's my husband and we quit our jobs. So I can tell you what I've done when that happens. And I actually really enjoyed my time. Like, I think we were in a good situation. We're privileged that we have had like good jobs and all, and like, but we've also like saved money. So we were using our savings very responsibly. It was like we chose that, and I know that's different from that happening to you. But I actually really found like a new way to spend my time, wake up in the morning and like find new meaning to your day. So that when that has happened in a good scenario, I really enjoyed doing that.
Yeah, so we were both. I think I got busy instead of getting worried, and that was useful. Yeah.
What's your relationship with money like? Are y'all cool or is it complicated?
We're cool. I'm frugal. I like to save. I'm in it for the long run.
Good. That's a good mindset to have.
I think this is also coming from my privilege, so I will take a step back and acknowledge that. But I think I've been fortunate to be able to make decisions in my life around what my labor is and my employment based off of things that I think are meaningful to me, and not necessarily around like the monetary value or money aspect. But you need money to survive, right? So as a baseline, you, I think, have to be mindful of the resources and the finances that you have, and like having to be responsible for those things is something that you always need to keep in mind. And so that's kind of the way I think about it in a day-to-day aspect, I suppose.
I love money, but yeah, definitely complicated. I love it, but I definitely am not good at managing it. So I love to spend it, that's for sure. If I was given money, I would definitely spend it really quickly. I have a lot of things that I like to spend on, whether it's food, clothes, have a lot of other passions like cars that are expensive too.
Yeah.
So money can go quickly, but it's harder to get it than it is to spend it. So
Gotcha. Especially with Karma. Like, I understand that too.
100%.
I think I have a very healthy relationship with money. I think it's only a means to other things that I care more about in life. So yeah, but it always changes. Sometimes I'm not in like the best place with money.
Yeah, I think it changes for me as well. There are some moments where I'm at peace with it, and then there are some where I have a scarcity mindset, to be honest.
And so what's one financial goal you've been putting off, whether that's saving, budgeting?
Maybe having a better budget, or like not having a better budget, but like being more compliant with our budget.
Financial goal is definitely having like a legit budget that I follow. Right now, I'm not great at managing my money, and I definitely want to have a budget and save, but I don't have that. So I really want to get that done.
Yeah, so we're married. I'm a data scientist. Like, our budget, we used to have income in 3 different countries because we are from different countries, and we used to live here in the US. So that was a mess. So I would say I like my budgeting style. Like, sometimes we're really strict, sometimes we really like move forward for it. I'm like really saving for our future, for like our, you know, like last time in here when we were like older. So maybe we haven't started saving for kids, and we know we want to have kids.
Sure.
but but that's maybe like our next goal. But I would not say we're putting it. It's like after an analysis, it's not a priority right now. It will become at some point.
Right.
I don't really have any financial goals. I think I'm still in the figuring out life stage and not at the ready to buy a house stage. That's definitely on the list for one day.
And given that I'm going to be having my first kid
Yeah.
in like 4 months, a goal and something that we need to do is like plan for the kid and set them up for their future financial success, and obviously educate ourselves more on like, you know, you can set up a 529 for them like my parents did for me, and just like other accounts, like I think there's like a Roth you can give to a baby and it, you know, appreciates over time. So there's things that we need to look into to figure that out and make sure that they're set.
And so what does financial freedom mean to you?
Financial freedom to me means not having to worry about spending really much on anything. Basically your necessities, whether that's rent, groceries, stuff like that. Honestly, and just luxury stuff for yourself. Vacations, I like to treat myself. So I just don't want to have to worry about spending anything. So that's what financial freedom means to me.
Financial freedom is being able to have the autonomy to make your decisions and do the things that are important to you with the means that you have.
Able to buy things on a day-to-day basis if I want to, and it's not going to cause stress. But also financial freedom in that I'm making money for myself, and if I have a future spouse or kids, I'm able to provide for them, but that I can be self-sufficient.
Yeah, I agree with Shannon. Maybe the only thing that I would add is that financial freedom is not accessible to everyone. It starts at some point, but after a certain living point for living a dignified life, I think it's that more the psychological component to it is just also being satisfied with what you have and not having this mindset of I need more. Yeah, you can always have more, but it's also this having a healthy relationship with what you have and with being ambitious but yet happy with what you have.
I don't think I have anything else to add.
Would you rather make $200K a year and be stressed, or $60K and be at peace?
I would rather make $60K a year and be at peace, because I think having stress around finances is pretty detrimental to your health.
I think I've found more intrinsic value in my personal life and what I find to be important in doing the things that I care about, not worrying as much about how much I'm getting paid, but that is coming from I haven't been in that scarcity mindset and have other resources or privilege to figure it out.
Yeah, same as being at peace.
Being at peace, 100%. I would never trade money for peace.
Depends how you put it, but realistically for this answer, I'd say 60K and not having any stress. Realistically, I'd like to have the least amount of stress. If you could have 200K and have a little bit of stress, not be financially, whether it's other stress, you're always going to have stress in life.
Right.
So that's always going to happen. But realistically, I think that comes into the financial freedom. So I'm not going to have to be worrying about stuff I'm paying for. Probably if I'm living by my means, I'm probably not going to be stressed as much for money. So
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate a great job of it.
legacy blueprints.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have a card or something, or I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.